coming up. To all the hot steppers out there, this one's for you. Na, 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 na. Warren G's still fly.
What is he doing, Kirsty?
We go into the wild with Clarke.
But I found him in his natural habitat.
And are things getting a little competitive in your bubble? We feel you, Portia. We feel you. And the World's Best Dad Award goes to...
Delicious.
Hey, it's Clarke here, and this is Isolation Nation.
Oh!
This is Isolation Nation.
Bruh.
This is Isolation Nation.
Hello and welcome to Investec Super Rugby Isolation Nation. We are almost through this, Izzy. The end is in sight. We've been going for a month now. What have you been up to this week? Tell us about this FIFA competition.
Yeah, so playing a FIFA competition with Rugby Pass. I've set up a week comp for the super players and has been like me. So I've joined up and I played Wes Houston the other day and it got an absolute hiding.
Sorry, Bass.
Quit playing games with us, Izzy. We need to know what's going on in your madhouse because your lovely neighbour Mandy has sent in this video. What's going on? Who is that screaming?
Oh, that's my little Tilly. She's a very demanding. Do you think she's 20 already? Hey, Tilly, come here, barbecue.
Oh, you are the weak link. Hi, Tilly.
We just woke up.
Same as Dad, eh? Dad just woke up too. Okay, well, Portia Woodman, superstar on the field, and off it, well, she makes everything seem very easy. She's got it all under control in isolation.
So we made up a little hut in our garden.
We made a birdhouse.
And it was like their shop, and we had Monopoly money. It was kind of their math session, but just playing with the adults, and they had toys they had to buy and figure out how much money they had and how much they needed. And we played a big family hide and seek. Had kids hiding up in trees. I was up on the roof. We had people on the fence. Like, it was just pretty cool. I don't think they're gonna know coronavirus at all. It's just gonna be a time when all the parents played games with them and we just did everything they wanted to do.
Silverback. Oh, Silverback. Is that the sort of games that you guys would have played when you were a kid? Like, do you remember that go home, stay home, 1, 2, 3?
That was us, yeah. Every time we went back to the marae, we'd be playing go home, stay home on the flagpole, you know, hiding in the cow sheds, running through the paddocks, standing in cow poo. Yeah, I remember those games hard out.
I imagine things might get pretty competitive in your household.
Yes, without a doubt. Well, you can already imagine it. Me and Renee, because she's a boxer and she loves taking us for boxing. I hate it. I'm not a fighter. I'd rather just go run or do sprints or whatever else. But she loves it. So every morning, or Tuesday and Thursday is our whānau workout days, and we have a box fit session, and that's like boxing, run, boxing, run. My brother smokes me on the running, and then Renee beats me in the boxing. I'm like, oh! And even my dad, you know, he's turning 60 in May. He's so competitive too. Like, he's been smoking me up in this little skill thing that I've been trying to do is just kick a ball into a rubbish bin, and he smokes it every time.
Not too bad, though.
Like, oh, you're killing me, man.
What are the things that you're missing? Sevens and being around your girls?
Oh, completely. I've been training for like a year and a half since I did my Achilles, and now I have the chance to go back and train with the team, and no team trainings. I think the last tournament I played was Colorado 2018, and it was quite funny because every morning we do our wellness, you know, how we're tracking, feeling stress and all that sort of stuff. And on the day of my injury, I put a stress levels as high, and I had a talk with our trainer, and he said, I said to him that I was stressing out because I couldn't find a dress for the World Rugby Awards, and it was really stressing me out. Like, And then I did my Achilles, and then I was like, you stupid. That's what happens when you stress over the little stuff. You just blow out something massive, and now you can't go. You don't have to worry about that stress, but you can't worry about anything else either. And it was heartbreak. I don't think it was even sore, but I cried like a little baby because I knew what it meant. It was really quite interesting just learning how to do all that little stuff again. Trying to do a calf raise, that was frustrating. It was just painful. Had no strength.
I suppose going through something like that would make you appreciate being able to walk, being able to run, like being able to do everything as an athlete.
Oh, without a doubt. And you like, as soon as I could get onto the field, not necessarily running much or doing much, but as soon as I could get out on the field, the same time as the girls, I was grateful. I was like, yeah, I'm happy. I started running again. Yes, I'm grateful to be running and not on the watt bike. Doing my own zigzags. Yes, I can put boots on and I don't have to be wearing my runners while I'm running. Like, it was just little steps that I really kind of started to appreciate again. The one thing I've really learned from this is to be grateful for what I've got. I think, I definitely got caught up in getting complacent and forgetting that this is a dream job. We get some wicked gears. We travel some awesome places. We meet some amazing people. And I think I forgot about that. And I think at the end of the day, this whole injury was about being grateful.
Our story really hit home with me. Portia Woodman, so grateful, such a nice story. And I suppose that's what everyone's feeling at the moment, Izzy. Everyone just feels grateful that they're safe and that they're alive at the moment.
Yeah, 100%. And what a talent. Portia, man, I love watching her on the field. She's an absolute beast and a freak, and it's just good to see what she's up to at home. And like she said, we're all grateful.
Yeah, so we've decided after seeing what she's been doing at home, she's inspired us to put together our own little Hot Steppers track. You know the one?
Let's go. Hopefully I'm in it. She's a freak.
He's the hot stepper himself, Richie Mo'unga, straight off the touch field, and Scudder as well.
Oh, you can't go past Nehi. Mate, what an absolute freak. He's got the touch skills. He can step off both feet. Then you got Quade Cooper, Mr. Unpredictable. Sorry, CJ, I was playing that game. I got a front row seat to that step, and yeah, it's not a nice feeling when you get whacked like that.
What about who's this?
Oh, that's the young dagger. I saw Hickey Elliott in front of me, and I just said, mate, easy beat there. I put this up the other day, and he sent me a message. He was absolutely gutted, but hey, I just went to the Ooey Goosey and worked on that day.
Okay, well, our next guest, he may not be the hot stepper, but he's an inspirational guy. We're talking about Nasi Manu, who's in Italy at the moment, and we've seen that they have been devastated by the impacts of COVID-19. They've been in lockdown for a lot longer than we have. Well, this is what Nasi's been up to.
Yeah, it was a bit scary to start off with, but I think now this is sort of the normal life at the moment, with the lockdown, staying at home. And yeah, they've extended our walk to about 2K. So before it was about 200 meters from your house. You had to stay within 200 meters, and you have to wear a mask and gloves the whole time. They can pull you over at any time. If you're not going to the supermarket or to the pharmacy, then they can fine you or imprisonment. I'm not even going to play with that because my Italian's not fluent enough to talk my way out of things. We don't even play with the law. We stay within 200 meters, and yeah, whenever I go out, I go by myself. I've done the supermarket shops to wear gloves and a mask. I feel like I probably look a bit more dodgy with the mask on.
Everyone's getting a bit scared, this big man coming down the road. Let's talk about your time at the Landers, bro. You went there 2010, you had 1 year with the Crusaders, you went to Highlanders.
Oh, it feels like a long time ago, but it was a special time, and I think in the end, we just created a team, that team unity, a brotherhood. One love, one love for the Highlanders. The likes of Malachi, Wise, and Bender, those guys were thriving. I think too, we had a Mongol forward pack that no one really knew about, And I still chuck on the final here and there, just to give me a motivation, but special time down south, bro.
Oh, bro, that's me, G. The Highlanders
Sorry
will love
about the
that.
voice there. Just in tune. Nothing special.
Nah, mate.
Buongiorno. Buongiorno, Nadia.
So what do you do during the day? Keep yourself busy.
Oh, man, what haven't we done, bro? In this lockdown, we've done everything. Cooking, painting, made her a restaurant. Ready for the order?
No, I'm looking at it.
Oh, the restaurant's closed. Oh, Mamma Mia. What time did you close? It's only 10 o'clock.
It's 10 o'clock.
Oh, I've added the ukulele into the nighttime routine.
Yeah.
Play a couple of jams. She gets 2 songs. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Daddy a good singer? Yeah.
Yes.
Your daughter's beautiful, man. Well done, bro. Let's talk about that. When you first became a father, how was that for you, brother?
Oh, as you know, bro, just changed everything. And I think for me, I've always dreamed about having a family. Eh?
Delicious.
Nadia just had to show up. And yeah, I think during this lockdown, it's just been all about her. And as you know, still had to try and train. So trying to get her involved. At the start, she'd do the workout with me, but now she just does her own thing. But my appreciation of love has just grown. As you know, there's another level of love once you become a father. So it's pretty awesome.
He's the best dad ever.
Yeah, mate, what a wonderful story. It was great to chat to Nasi, and they're doing it a lot tougher than we're doing it here in New Zealand. They could only go 200 metres down the road from their house. Yeah. We can go still driving and do things like that. So they're doing a lot tougher. It was great to chat to my good mate Nas.
Yeah, well, talking about good dads, he's obviously one, but news on the street, Izzy. Golden Barrett is going to be a dad, first timer.
He's going to be a daddy. I'm excited for them both. They're going to be awesome parents. And, Hannah's already said something. He's going to be a DILF today.
You a DILF? You are.
I'm so happy for the Barretts. It's going to be awesome.
What's a DILF?
I'm a DILF, Kirst.
Okay. Hey. Well,
I tell myself.
Listen to the archives and Duplessis Karifi from the Hurricanes. He's sorted out who his favourite player is from way back in the day.
A couple of players that I really looked up to when I was growing up would have to be the late Jerry Collins. There's a lot to like about the way he played rugby. Every time he stepped on that field, he always had a hand in the result. Very physical player, played with his heart on his sleeve.
Who lined him up here? Oh, hello, Jerry.
Some pretty big tackles. I remember one on Sebastian Chabal.
Oh, Chabal.
Some pretty big runs. He was a proud Hurricanes man and a proud Northern United man, which is the club I play for here in Wellington. So he's a player that I looked up to. And then I guess it's hard to go past Sonny Bill Williams. The man kind of had it all and did it all. So as a kid, playing out there in bare feet at lunchtime, you're always kind of calling Sonny Bill's name when you're going for the big offloads. So those are two of the players I kind of looked up to, among many others as a kid. So yeah, Jerry Collins and Sonny Bill Williams had to be up there for me.
Well, I think a lot of kids can relate to that. Playing rugby at lunchtime in the schoolyard and pretending to be Sonny Bill Williams, Izzy.
Mate, I'm not going to lie, I used to idolise Sonny growing up at school when he played for the Bulldogs. Mate, he's just a superstar, and the best thing about Sonny, he's a genuine nice guy. He's one of the guys that always reaches out to me. I've got a good friendship with Sonny, so you can see why kids love him. He's an absolute superstar.
Well, Ronnie Clarke, absolute superstar when Super Rugby first began. Here's his superstar son, Caleb Clarke, channeling his inner David Attenborough.
Still the wild, but I found him in his natural habitat. He's in here hours a day. Just sitting there, doing his daily activities. He does nothing but talk to other animals just of his kind, called the human race. This has been Caleb Clarke signing out before he gets hiding.
I don't know if you recognise the man that Caleb was talking about that was going to give him a hiding. That's his father, the one and only Ronnie Clarke. What do you remember about him, Izzy?
I just remember him tearing it up for the Blues in the midfield, just running amok and showing us kids how it's done. And I'd be scared of him if I was Caleb too. Everyone's scared of their dads.
Our next person, Tyler Ardron, he absolutely loves it. He's New Zealand's own Bear Grylls.
Yeah, I don't mind. Like, I'll take my fly fishing rod and I'll go off on my own for a day, or take the tent and go for an overnight just by myself. So personally, I'd have no issue heading out into the woods and spending a good, probably couple of years out there. I'd enjoy it.
Another thing on your social media page is your list of things that you're into, and it's yoga, sailing, hunting, fishing, mountain biking, motorcycling, then rugby.
Off he goes!
I don't know that they have an order. I love rugby. I mean, it wasn't my first choice sport growing up or anything, so I'm probably not the same as a lot of the Kiwi kids growing up. I don't know where it fits in on those. I think I need a balance of everything. I couldn't play rugby every day, but I couldn't go sailing or hunting for my entire life.
Where did your love of sailing come from? Where did it all start for you?
Well, to be honest, like, I love being out on the water. I've always liked being out on the water, and I got into sailing through going on Yacht Week and doing a bit of partying, and that was a good time. But I actually found out, I was talking to our skipper a lot, learning some things about it, and I really started to like the smaller intricacies of it, and went and did a sailing course, went and spent almost a month in Thailand and just sailed every day, and got my skipper's license all done. And I love being under wind instead of under motor. So I think the whole thing, it's very peaceful. It's quite like going for a walk through the woods.
How old were you when you first went hunting? Is this something that started when you were a really, really young kid?
Yeah, so I think my first memory that I have of hunting, I wouldn't have been maybe like 5. My dad always took me out with him, and so I remember he set me up in kind of an area. He was bow hunting, so we had to be quite close to anything we were going for, and we were out for white-tailed deer. And so I was sitting in one area, kind of getting bored, like twiddling my thumbs, and he was set up in his spot. And we got a deer that night, and we tracked it. There was a lot of snow on the ground back in Canada. So I mean, I started at that age, and I've just loved it ever since.
And what about the motorcycling?
I lived with Sam Kane for a while last year as well, and he's got a nice Harley. So we spent a decent amount of time. We actually did an all-day trip just a couple of weeks ago, right before this all happened. So getting to explore, I think the amount of back roads and places in New Zealand I've seen since I got my bike is like tenfold. It's way more than I ever would if you're just driving from one place to another in a car.
When you talk about all of these things, sailing, hunting, the fishing, the mountain biking, and the motorcycling, you're in the perfect country to be able to do all of these things that you love.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah. I mean, all of the things I love to do, and the people here have been amazing. Like, I get on with everyone so well. I love New Zealand. It's such an amazing place.
Okay, what would your 3 survival essentials be that you'd take into the bush then?
Cell phone, laptop, and generator.
Okay, next up. Well, we promised you it. Each week we're going to bring you Warren Watch. It's Warren G. And we've seen what he's been up to over the last couple of weeks. Hilarious, is he?
He's an absolute character. I can't wait to see this one.
Okay, well, here's what's next.
Okay, my first song is my latest single. This is called Midnight. Enjoy it.
What is he doing, Kirsty?
I tell you what, there's no flies on him, is he?
I'm kind of trying to think of all the beautiful things that are coming out there to stay positive.
What I want to know is his son. What's he up to? Just got his camera out trying to get his dad. I'm loving it. It's good.
I know. Bryn's doing a great job for us. So thanks very much for that, Bryn. And thanks to you, Warren, too, if you're watching this, for being such a good sport. Okay, well, next up, we've got a pretty incredible story on Carla Hohepa and her family. Very lucky that they were in New Zealand all together at the same time, because they split their time between Japanese rugby with Khan Hesketh and, of course, in New Zealand with the Black Ferns.
For us, we've had a bit of a hectic lifestyle since the boys were born. I mean, me living back in New Zealand playing rugby and Khan living over in Japan. So for us, it's yeah, it's, I guess, slowed us down in a way that we never thought we would for a little bit longer. Just anything chill. I love chill kind of music, and 660 is probably my number one band at the moment. So yeah, they have been for a while. So
do you watch those 660 Saturday gigs that they have on Instagram with Manu?
Yes. Oh my gosh, he is amazing.
Tie me down bound, throw me on a track.
We go to quite a few of their concerts, and my parents every time they're like, "Oh, we want to come." So the other Saturday we made them sit down and watch him, and they were just like in awe of him. So hopefully next time we can take them along as well.
Have you been watching any movies or TV series that you can give us any insights into what to watch?
Ooh, we just started watching the Michael Jordan documentary. Oh my gosh, he is amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't really get into basketball until I tore my Achilles, and Kobe Bryant actually tore his Achilles at the same time. And
the pundits say they never come back the same. So I can hear it already, and it's pissing me off right now.
I kind of used his, the way that he came back from his recovery of his Achilles, and try to, I guess, use a bit of his mentality to help me through mine.
Do you have any Anzac stories or like memories from when you were younger around Anzac Day?
Yeah, I guess every Anzac dawn parade, my parents would wake us all up and drag us out in the cold. And, you know, when I was younger, I didn't really get the full meaning around it. I just wanted to stay in bed in my warm pajamas. But I think as I've got older and realised how special it actually is, yeah, I'm trying to, I guess, teach my son about what those people sacrificed, our people sacrificed back in the day. And yeah, it's quite cool that they're still learning about it in schools, and he's really into it. And we've decided that we're going to do a bit of a dawn parade with our street. So everyone's going to head out with their lights at 6 a.m. and we're going to put the last post on our stereo and blast it down the street. So yeah, it'll be pretty special, I think.
It's so cool to see that. Carla was just one of many New Zealanders that stood at the end of their driveway to commemorate our Anzac soldiers. Izzy, what does Anzac Day mean to you?
Well, you're just in awe of those guys that went away. It just shows how easy we have it here in New Zealand, doing lockdown for 4 weeks. These guys went over there and sacrificed their lives for us. So it's easy for us to get up and just pay our respects to these guys. And I was lucky enough to play in many All Blacks tests where I got to wear the poppy on my jersey, and yeah, it means a lot to us as Kiwis and the All Blacks as a team.
Really nicely put, Izzy. Thank you so much for all your hard work this week, and thank you all for watching Investec Super Rugby Isolation Nation. That is all we have time for, but we will leave you with something very special. It's the last post.